The following program is intended for mature audiences.
I can't say that I'm a fan of any type of competition show. And I was going to break this down into food competition shows, like the cooking competition shows, the singing competition shows, any other stupid-ass reality competition show that goes on. But I would rather devote my time to other resources and then just generalize, because they're almost all the same. I don't think food competition shows should exist. Why am I tuning into like Donut Showdown or Cupcake Wars and I see these bakers creating hundreds, it ends up being hundreds of donuts or cupcakes. Where does it go? Now usually in the cupcake show, whoever wins goes to some kind of event, some gala, and they're on display and people pretend to like them, and but with the donuts and other things, are they given to a charity? I've inquired about this. I've actually reached out and asked this question, and nobody's gotten back to me, or do they just throw this out? That's a shame. And if you watch some of real serious cooking competitions, the chefs have egos. I don't understand why they have an ego. All you've done is create something on a plate. You've cooked food well, good for you. But did you find a cure to a terminal illness? No, you did not. So just pipe down for a second. Yeah, I will never understand the egos of a cook or chef. Never. I don't know, maybe they are comparable to a doctor, because if something goes wrong with your food and you don't cook it well, somebody maybe gets sick or die, and just like a doctor, if they don't perform the surgery well, someone could die. But they're both unrelated. Weight loss competition. Weight loss should not be a competition at all. First of all, you just can't rush weight loss within a certain amount of time. That's very unhealthy, because you're using enhancers or accelerators that isn't natural to your body, and it's all for the goal of winning some prize. Try to lose weight naturally in a safe way. Walking track, gym, healthy eating habits, talent competitions. How do you advance on those? It's not about if you have talent. Sometimes it comes down to if you have a really, really sad story to tell, and then if your talent's good enough or okay enough, you'll get through the sympathy of the judges and the audience, but rarely do they win. Or you see people on air who have agents, and their agents say, hey, we got a call from the producers, go on the show, and there's no real unsigned true talent doing these shows. These are all people that have been around the circuit and just trying to catch a break. How about a job? There's a guy on the America's Got Talent show who came to my university, and he swallowed phones and coins and all this stuff, and then he was on a talent show somewhere over in Europe, and then he makes the American one. How? Isn't that crazy? He's been around forever. And how many talent shows do you need to be on? Really? Come on, man. It's a joke. Why are they bringing back American Idol? I never liked the show, never really got into it, except when they were making fun of people who can't sing. And I'm talking about the ones that have the ego and the audacity to think that they sing. And they're like, oh, my friends and my family. Well, yeah, they're being nice, but you can't sing worth a lick. They come on and they would sing Amazing Grace. I'm so tired of hearing that song. Or Etta James, At Last. Another song I wish I would never ever hear again. Or probably some Whitney Houston song. Another thing is, there are artists who say, I don't want my song on air. So they're not allowed to air it. So maybe some people sing songs that are decent, but you hear the same ones over and over and over again. And how many of these people actually have gone on to a decent career? Carrie Underwood, that's about it. When the American X Factor aired for 2 seasons, what happened to those people? You don't hear anything of them. Now, the UK X Factor I like, but again, where have some of these contestants gone? You're known more for the show than you are for your career after the show, which pretty much is non-existent. It's cheap programming to air. I wish they would find an alternative, something more relevant, interesting. That's why I tell people, read books. You'll learn more. But these shows dumb people down, and that's what the elite want. The top, the old money, they want to hold you people down by watching stupid ass programs. Why would anybody ever waste their time on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette? Why would you want to go? When you read the truth about these shows, like again, they have a casting agency, and these majority of the people that come on these shows want to break into Hollywood. Do you know the chances of breaking into Hollywood? Slim to none. Even porn's hard to get into. Cannot find true love on a show. Must be organic. And you know what all these shows have done now? And I'm going back to Real World and Road Rules and all these other stupid ass reality shows, and VH1 even aired a ton of garbage ones for a long time, you know, trying to get Bret Michaels' popularity back and Flavor Flav, and you know, you bring these women into this atmosphere and they just try to live off their 15 minutes of fame. Thank you, Andy Warhol. And what they're known for when they die is reality show contestant dead at 37 or whatever. That's what they're known for. That's what their obituary reads. And it's a very small clip because they've done nothing after it or anything before it. As long as people out there think that this, you know, is a fantasy fairy tale of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, maybe it's guilty pleasure. We all have guilty pleasures. Just make it something more worth it to indulge in. I will never keep up with the Kardashians. Don't let your brain rot.